Over the past couple of months, I've slowly been building my own fantasy world called Shambleshire. We've already visited areas of this land and met some of the residents. This world incorporates fantasy, sci-fi and steampunk. The map is slowly growing and we're getting closer to finding out just who and what Shambleshire is. My name is Aaron and you're watching Terrain by Aaron. Hello everyone, so this visit to Shambleshire we're heading to the top left of the map to a secret island known as Area 26, a very top secret base where scholars and professors make strange and wonderful things. Let me explain. Over the past couple of months I've been making alternative Conflict 47 vehicles from cheap model kits, and I thought it would be a fun excursion to make something like that for my fantasy world called Shambleshire, but this time using Bandai's one-piece model kits. Now all these kits were bought from Amazon for around €11 each, so cheap enough to kitbash into something other than what they were intended for. All these kits are for a character from the show called Tony Chopper, and you may have to Google him, as trying to explain who or what he is a separate video in itself. And regular viewers of the channel will know what's coming next. I'll add other bits to make something weird and wonderful, but first I need to pick 2 model kits to start this build. And I'll just explain that I'm going to make 2 vehicles in this video. The story will explain the reasons why, so sit back, relax, and let's learn something new about this strange land called Shambleshire. Now just south of Futureland, as the great yellow wobbly bat flies, there is an island called Area 26. A very strange and mysterious island, known for flashing lights, objects flying to and from that island. Now this island is always covered in a strange mist, stopping any keen person sailing by from getting a good look at what's exactly happening and going on there. Which is a jolly good job really, because if the townsfolk of Shambleshire knew about all the witchcraft and the dark art magic that was being summoned on that island, they would probably call on the ghost hunter, the great Dr. Sinclair himself, to banish the badness. These druids stand around 3 feet tall, wear long white lab coats with 3 pens in the top coat pocket, and have very large heads, almost like eggheads. Now at this moment in time I only have one grainy picture which I will post right now. Not the sort of person you'd trust to house sit while you were away. Anyway, these druids have been building mechanical walking mechs because they want to get ready to do what any evil organisation always want to do, and that's take over the world, or more specifically Shambleshire. Now these first prototype walking mechs looked imposing, had the big gun to blast away anything in their path, but there was one small stumbling block. Even for a 3-foot tall egghead, they had built these walking mechs too small to actually fit into, which meant they had to use an invention called remote control. But there came the next bump in the road. Now because of the insistent fog, the radio waves for the remote control walking mechs became unstable. Quite often they would lose all signal, which meant the mechs would tumble off the edge of the island and crash into the sea, never to be seen again. For months the druids tried wind machines to blow away the fog, which failed, or walking alongside the mech to keep control, which was deemed pointless when one of the scientists had fallen into a rather large pothole and sprained his ankle, resulting in him not being able to keep up with the mech that haphazardly razed their canteen to the ground in under 30 seconds. It was probably at this point when the Druids decided they needed to build bigger and better, And that's when they came up with the idea of a new invention called a cyborg. Part machine, part Shambleshire. Now for months Shambleshire was plagued with people going missing, vanishing without a trace. Not one person ever connected Area 26 with any of these missing people. Why would they? The island was off limits to them, so it never entered their thoughts. But that's what happened. The Druids were kidnapping townsfolk to use as their lab rats on their newest invention, called the screw tank. Now this machine was vastly superior designed to the basic walker. It had tracks instead of legs. It was armed with a heat-seeking missile at the front of its screw-like cone, which, incidentally, could drill through granite rock like it was butter. And the best thing of all, which every Druid agreed on, was that they didn't have to use remote control to steer this powerful machine, because it was powered by the brain of a Shambleshire. Now obviously it took a few attempts with transplanting a living brain into heavy machinery, and the Druids found that using the brain from a bridge goblin worked the best. They were kind of a cunning, sneaky little goblin, just the right fit for such a heavy machine. Now testing went well, very well in fact, enough to take the findings to the higher Druids for more funding so they could build their army. Luckily for Shambleshire, the higher Druids were going through a touch and go law case against the rabbits of the Chipped Teacup, who were suing them for loss of earnings because of a rather embarrassing Christmas party, where the Druids thought the rabbits were the striptease act, when in fact they were actually only the caterers for the party. Hence, funding was never given, the rabbits walked away with a fistful of gold, and the Druids went back to the drawing board. And that's it. That's the strange tale of the Druids and the missing brains of Shambleshire. Now the code word has already appeared, so if you skipped you'll have to go back and hunt for it. Remember to do all the usual YouTuber stuff, and that's another strange Shambleshire tale in the bag. Names on the screen from viewers who leave comments are coming next. Please keep those comments coming, you know I reply to all of them, and until next time, keep scratching that build everybody. Thanks for watching.